Hi, my name is Manoj Tulasidas. I'm an associate professor of computer science in the education track at Singapore Management University. I teach courses in mathematics for computer science, data analytics, business modeling for decision support, etc. I've been teaching here since early 2016. Before joining SMU, I was in the finance industry for over 7 years as a quant. My last job was with Standard Chartered Bank, Singapore, taking care of their front office trading systems, integrating mathematical models across asset classes, etc. My foray into the finance industry started with a 2-year stint at the Overseas Chinese Banking Corporation in Singapore, where I headed their market risk management analytics team. Analytics in the banking context means mathematical finance. So I was heading a group of mathematicians to ensure that the pricing models in the trading systems were correct and correctly implemented, and also that their risk metrics were appropriate. Before that, in a different color because it's a different career, I was an applied researcher working with A*STAR, which is the Agency for Science, Technology and Research in Singapore. My research topics were body-based measurements, specifically neuroinformatics, which is an attempt to read a subject's brain signals, EEG, and let them control a computer or communicate with the external world using EEG. This was to help paralyzed patients whose otherwise lucid mental faculties are totally locked in their bodies, incapable of movement and with no means of communication with the external world. Before that, I was a physicist at CERN, working as a research engineer for the French government in their National Center for Scientific Research, called CNRS, which is the French equivalent of A*STAR. There, I worked on some foundational problems in particle physics. My physics career, in purple, started with a PhD from Syracuse University in what the Americans call upstate New York. Even before that, I was trained as an engineer at the Indian Institute of Technology, which is what my Indian students typically find most impressive among all my labels. To impress them even further, I have this coded message that reads JEEAIR 63. Let's leave it at that. So my professional evolution is from engineering to physics to applied research to quantitative finance and now to education, heading probably toward philosophy. In that vein, I have my first book written about 15 years ago called The Unreal Universe, exploring the philosophical foundations of physics, the role of light in our reality, and asking the question whether the specialness of its speed is a consequence of the fact that space is a cognitive model or a mental image created out of the light signals falling in our retinas rather than a fundamental property of the space itself. I do have 2 more books, one on quantitative finance in the Wiley Finance series based on my experiences as a quant here, and another, Linear Algebra for Computer Science, a textbook for a course of mine. Apart from all the work stuff, I do have hobbies like badminton, pool, fitness, writing, blogging, and associated programming, and philosophizing whenever I get a chance.